Here's your daily tech news for February 13th, 2024. Have you noticed that there's less music available on TikTok? That's because they've been removing a bunch of music by Universal Music Group artists such as Taylor Swift after licensing negotiations broke down earlier this week. UMG is claiming that TikTok doesn't do anything for things like AI-generated content as well as hate speech. So, is it time to say bye to TikTok? The cryptocurrency exchange OKX has a new VC arm known as OKX Ventures, and they just invested an undisclosed amount into Bitmap Tech. That's the company behind Merlin Chain Bitcoin scaling solution. And some really good news for Southeast Asia. The AliBaba CEO says that they aren't done investing in the Southeast Asian market just yet. He says that the market remains very important despite the fact that Lazada is very seriously struggling at the moment. And there's so much regional competition from places like Temu and TikTok Shop. I reported on this last week as well. Lazada just recently laid off 30% of its employees, so it's a really big deal that Alibaba says it still thinks that the Southeast Asian market is very important. The e-commerce platform Shopify just launched Shop Campaigns last week. That's basically a new ad product where Shopify essentially serves as the in-house marketing agency for its merchants. So Shopify will now purchase Google and Meta ads on behalf of its merchants to drive traffic to their website and storefronts. Richard Armstrong is writing on a fun topic, the history of venture capital. So, do smaller funds outperform bigger funds? Who is Alex Pattis? He's just a regular dude who started a syndicate. Wait, a what? Simply put, a syndicate is like a special club for investing. In a way, it democratizes investing in startups and also gives individuals access to deals that they typically wouldn't have access to otherwise unless they were a VC. And a bonus at the end of that story, there's a syndicate in town and it's looking for investment. On our guest article post, Anthony Vincino is talking about storytelling. And there's only one major rule. Simple. You have to make them care. Oh, and of course, 90% of the storytelling is all about delivery. And finally, we're learning from him every day too. Neil Patel is telling us what makes our content stand out when there's a sea of content out there. It's a really good post. We're trying to use some of his tips as well. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also give us a follow on our TikTok so that we can bring you the daily news from Southeast Asia and across the world, everything that you need to know. See you guys tomorrow.